Alright, in this video we will be talking about whether or not GPO is still worth playing. The title's a little clickbaity. If I do end up going with that being the title, it would be really embarrassing if I didn't, and I'm prefacing this video with that. But yeah, it's clickbaity because obviously GPO is still worth playing. Maybe not at this exact very moment, but in general, it is a good game. It's just I talked about it recently with some other people, and we're just concerned about the direction that GPO is headed. So there's a good amount of things to discuss. So let's get right into it. So GPO is kind of becoming too much of a bandit beater. Everybody knows GPO is already like most anime Roblox games or most One Piece games in general, it's a glorified bandit beater at the core, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't have more to it. But it's kind of scary thinking that that's all that GPO could become, especially with how these updates look. We noticed that all of the updates we've been getting are generally the same. I mean, we're at update 4.5 at this point, so I feel like we're late enough into the game. We're over a year in to where we can notice a pattern. And I'm not going to say that it's the devs' fault. I mean, do whatever works. They did just recently hit like new all-time highs for concurrent players on GPO, which was like 100,000, which is great. It works, and that's fantastic. But just because it gets the players doesn't mean it's the thing we want exactly, which I know sounds like really stupid, but take Blox Fruits for example. They pull amazing players, but the last thing I think every GPO player wants is for GPO to become like Blox Fruits. We want a unique experience that's more than just something for brain dead 8-year-olds to enjoy. Not saying that's what GPO is, but I'm saying that maybe it could just it's something to worry about, the fact that GPO could end up becoming a pretty Blox Fruits. It's a little worrying. But yeah, just diversifying the content and the updates would easily kind of fix it. I'm not saying easily, but we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. What is the problem? GPO is becoming too like bandit beatery. The updates are all feeling the same. We get a new fruit or two, we get a new island, we get a new boss, and some generic boss drops that will replace the boss drops of the previous update, like a new cape, a new hat, a new face accessory, neck accessory, etc. And we'll get something new that's broken that everybody will be abusing in arena, and it just seems like it was the same thing every update. Update 1 happened, and people, we got Goro, we got Skypiea, and that was cool, that was dope. And then update 2, I think it was Fishman Island and Gravito. We got new fruits, we got new boss drops, new islands, cool. Update 3 happened. What was update 3? I'm blanking right now. But you get the point. We just keep getting the same things every time, it feels like. We're getting new fruits, and new fruits are always nice, but you could 1 or 2 new fruits isn't all that. It's good, but it's not great. It could be better. I'm saying that I don't want to speak for everyone, but we don't need a new island and a new fruit every single update. I mean, a new island may be kind of like the bare minimum, or maybe like a new rare, but I would rather take like a few updates in a row that had a new fruit and a new island and all that cool content. Like we just got Second Sea, and that was really cool, but like new core gameplay would be fantastic, because I don't know about you guys, but my favorite updates or my favorite just additions to GPO were the new game modes, easily, without fail. Like when they added arena, that added a whole new level to the game, because after you were done grinding, you had something to do. And arena is probably the only thing that keeps me playing at all after I'm done with the updates, which I'm done probably within the first week. And so that really carries the game. And dungeons is also good. It's a new game mode. It allowed you to grind for, fruits, but it was also just something to do. Maybe, let's say you don't like PvP, you just go do dungeons, grind some PvE, do some brain dead grinding. Some people probably do enjoy that. I don't. I'd much rather do PvP, but Dungeons was still a fantastic addition, and so was Arena. Like, simple things like that, like a new game mode really would be fantastic to have. A new PvP based game mode, things like that. I know there's something that everybody's been wanting for a while. I've been talking about it since update 3, but rewards, just PvP based rewards, no matter how you may see that fit, whether that's just XP, whether that's a ranked point system where you can use things to buy, like you can buy things with ranked points, whether that's weapons, items, things that'll help you in arena matches. I don't know. I'm just spitballing, like just some sort of reward system for performing well in arena to incentivize actually doing PvP would be fantastic, because obviously dungeons has incentive. That's the whole reason people do it. Like, a vast majority of people do not do dungeons because they enjoy it. It's very boring. You do it because you're grinding for something. Arena, though it's enjoyable, has absolutely no incentive to do outside of that. So once you kind of get bored, it's like, well, what am I doing this for? And I'm just saying, incentivizing Arena is not a bad thing. It definitely should have some level of rewards, have some reward system to it. And also, it would really make people want to get better at PvP, really make people want to stay, really make people want to discover new metas and combos, which could greatly enhance the player base. Just like if everybody was trying to work together and trying to make some dope combos, that would be dope. I mean, there's already, I said dope like 3 times. There's already people who do that stuff, but there'd be way more now, and that's super cool. Well, if they incentivized it. Little things, anything, just some random, like a cooking mechanic, just something to change the pace of the game from being like every other game. Something to differentiate GPO from every other anime, Roblox, or One Piece game, because they all just feel the same, and it's annoying. Let's say, for example, there's JoJo games out there. Now, for the most part, all of these JoJo games are incredibly similar, right? You roll a stand. If you don't know what I'm talking about, like, for example, like AUT, A Bizarre Day, all the spin-off versions of that they have out there, there's like 1,000,001 of them. All of them really the same. You're rolling for a stand, you do certain quests, you get a better stand, you're collecting stands. Then let's look at one of the more successful JoJo games, if not in my opinion, the best JoJo game, YBA. Sure, fundamentally you are, well, except for the fact that YBA has a leveling system. You roll stands, you can collect stands, you can store stands, and you can fight people with stands, right? That's cool. But they have a, first of all, their PvP system is fantastic, and the actual main point is they have SBR, they have Steel Ball Run. That's something that I don't think any of those other games have, if I'm not wrong. Or I think A Bizarre Day was gonna add it, but they never ended up doing it, I don't think. Regardless, Steel Ball Run is something that is definitely a unique but a good and fundamental game mechanic for that game. It is like the gap between having a bad stand and a good stand, and if winning it is genuinely something that's super challenging and that makes some players even quit. Well, back in the day they used to quit, I don't know about now. And it's just, it changes the pacing of the game. It's a different experience that you don't really get from any other game. GPO's grinding can easily be, you can get that experience anywhere. The only thing that really keeps me here is the PvP system, because that experience is pretty unique. I really like its PvP system. But when all you're getting is PvP over and over and over and over and over, it's limiting. The GPO developers are just limiting themselves to just PvP being the only content that keeps you there after the hype's died down. And again, I do know that they don't really have a big incentive to care about people's opinions. I mean, there is a whole section in their Discord that has like ideas, and I don't think any of them have ever seen the light of day. I'm not gonna lie, so I don't know why that section's even there. But like, it would just be really nice, because it would be better to do something about it now than to realize that it's a problem later down the line. Even though I don't really see it ever becoming a problem for the devs particularly, or for you, because again, Blocks Fruits has gotten away with this formula for a long time, and a lot of games have gotten away with this. So it's not really something that's particularly bad, but it's not something people are going to be pleased with just because it's pulling good numbers. Like, it doesn't mean it's going to be something that we enjoy, like the community enjoys. Your player base is going to have changed. For example, before Shindo Life, back when Shinobi Life was pulling like when everybody was playing it, and that was great, and then it changed to Shindo Life. It was still pulling good numbers, but the only people still playing were kind of like the mobile console players. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but like, and the player base had kind of shifted. A lot of people stopped playing it, and sure, it was still pulling good numbers, but was the community the same as it was before? No, and that kind of impacts the game a lot. The community really does play a major role in the game, because that's who the developers are going to listen to. Those are the people. Like, it really does matter more than I think a lot of people think. But yeah, I don't know what else to say on the fact. What was the main point of this again? Oh yeah, is GPO still worth playing? It's hard. It's hard to tell, because I'm not gonna lie, if you're not a GPO content creator, or you're not someone who really enjoys PvP, then you're not playing GPO right now. There's just no way. You're not. Or if you're like trading or something. But it's just, there's nothing to do. If you could diversify the content, if you can please more people, you can keep steady players more, rather than just spiking for a week every time you drop an update. I feel like that kind of incentivizes the devs to work on diversifying their content, because, you know, with more types of content is more types of people who will keep playing, instead of just spikes of players sometimes. Which would be great. The more the merrier, as always, you know. But yeah, and I know it's not as easy as I'm making it sound. I know there's a lot of ideas to go around, and it's a lot of work as is, and people already complain about how long updates take, and I can only imagine by diversifying the content how much longer the updates would end up taking. But it's just something to think about whenever you're taking into account the next updates. Is like, maybe instead of working on this other fruit that nobody really asked for, why don't we take some suggestions from the community, like, and adding cool things. Like, I know people want new PvP game modes. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know PvP is something that keeps a lot of people here, but a new PvP game mode would not be bad, or just a new game mode in general. Like, capture the flag kind of seems like it would be fun. I'm not gonna lie. Capture the flag seems like a 3v3. I feel like 5 is too many. I feel like 3v3 capture the flag seems pretty cool. Maybe like you can't use mobility moves on your when you have the flag. So like maybe no GPO, light flight, Mara flight, sand flight when you have the flag. But yeah, I'm just saying, seems like not a bad idea. I think I was talking to Winner about this. He said he wanted like fishing, which I thought sounded like kind of dumb when he first said it, but it's genuinely not a bad idea. Fishing, get fish, cook the fish, eat the fish. It's tiny, it's just a small detail, but it could go a long way if implemented properly. Maybe it'll heal you. Maybe you could use it in arena. Obviously, it would be limited. This is his idea, by the way. I'm totally taking credit right now. But yeah, maybe you'd be limited to only eating a certain amount in arena. But the idea is still there. It's just something that would just change the pacing of the game, like a little slice of life. I don't know if slice of life is the right thing to say for this, like a little quality of life. That's what it is. Quality of life changes. I feel like that's a video I've heard of before. Quality of life changes that could be made to GPO. I don't know. More boat things with boats. It's a pirate game, and dude, we only have like 3 actual like boats. I mean, we have like, how many boats do we have? Caravel, rowboat, galleon, flamingo boat, gravity boat, coffin boat, striker. Is that everything? Is that every boat? I think. I'm probably missing 1 or 2. But yeah, that's like 7 boats, dude. It's a pirate game. Half of those boats barely qualify as actual boats. Like, dude, I'm not counting a hoverboard and a rowboat, okay? Or the flamingo boat, or the striker or the coffin boat. Okay, the coffin boat and striker can count because they're canonical and stuff. But like, dude, one is a hoverboard. And sure, it works as a boat, but I'm talking about like ship battles, dude. You know how dope that would be? I want the cannons to actually serve a purpose. We should be able to take down sea beasts with cannons. I don't care. They need to add more cannonballs, add some ship battle cool stuff. Dude, imagine we got a whole... Hold on, bro. I'm talking to you guys like you're my friends right now. Like, and I'm just having an epiphany. Imagine just imagine a ship-based update coming to GPO. Like, you get new types of cannonballs, like incinerary rounds and explosive cannonballs, to where they don't just like hit the ship, but they actually create like fire and burn and explode, and it's dope. And they like knock back players super far. And like, you get new cannons, new ships. The golden hammer would definitely be interesting. You repair it while in mid-fight. Maybe maybe a golden hammer would need to be reworked now that I think about it. But boat customization, actually color your boat, customize the boat, like a boat shop. Oh my god, dude, you'd make such cool boats. And if you do want to take the Mihawk route and kind of like have a small fast boat with low HP, and then, or if you want to be cool and have a big boat like the Moby Dick, like Whitebeard, then you could take that route with super tanky, which it's still fast, but it would take longer to get started, and it would have a lot more HP. That's dope. That's so dope. And you battle other people with your boats. Oh my god. And Devil Fruit users would be there, so you just see someone just backflip into a flame flight and high Ken, and then drop back down on their boat. Or some Tori user dives off the boat and then enters a bird from a Phoenix burst the other boat and then jumps back. Oh my god, dude. I'm telling you, there's so many, like, when it comes to One Piece, there's so much you can do, and all we're getting is new island, new devil fruit, new island, new devil fruit. Every update, new island, new devil fruit, new island, new devil fruit. Like, you can do more, you can do better. Like, you don't need to do it, but it would go a long way if you did. Anyway, I'm going on a bit of a tangent. There's 1,000,001 ideas out there. GPO is a good game as is, don't get me wrong. It's a good game. It could be better. I'm simply voicing my opinion. There's a drought of content right now, and I'm saying that this could definitely fix future droughts if there was more content out there, more things to make videos on other than just arena. Commentary videos are kind of hard to come up with, and this one was a bit of a difficult one to come up with. But yeah. This video is getting a bit long. It's almost like 20 minutes. So I will see you guys next time. Peace.